Okay, the driver of a speedboat travelling in a straight line at 20 meters per second wishes to intercept a yacht travelling 5 meters per second in a direction 50 degrees north of east. Initially, the speedboat is positioned 5 kilometers southeast of the yacht. Find the direction the speedboat must take in order to intercept the yacht. So, long story short, what we have is a speedboat is down here, and it is southeast of the yacht. So the yacht is located up here. The yacht, in turn, if we were to draw a mini XY axis here, the yacht in turn is going in a direction 20 degrees north of east. Oh, sorry. Speedboat is positioned southeast of the yacht. Sorry, excuse me, not southwest, southeast. So it's here. The yacht is located here. So it's southeast. Okay. So what we have here, speedboat is located southeast of the yacht, and we can see it here. Now, what's going to happen next is we're going to be looking at the direction of the yacht. The yacht is going 50 degrees north of east. So the yacht is actually travelling in this direction here, away from it. So what we're assuming is that the speedboat will have to go in this sort of direction up here to go up and intercept the yacht. Okay? So what we can do here is we can make a list of what we have. So we're going to hold the yacht stationary. Okay, so the yacht is going to be held stationary. So we're going to get the velocity of the speedboat relative to the yacht. Okay, so that's what we're looking to do, speedboat relative to the yacht. Now, if the speedboat is to intercept the yacht, what it has to do is it has to travel along this vector here, relative to the yacht. Okay, and this vector relative to the yacht will have to be a 45 degree angle, going northwest. Okay, so Vsy equals Vs minus Vy. Therefore, velocity of speedboat equals velocity of the Vsy plus Vy. Now let's make a list of what we know. We know the magnitude, and do we know the direction? So the magnitude of Vs, how fast can it actually go, is 20 meters per second. Vsy we don't know. The velocity of y we know is 5 meters, and we know that it's going in a direction 50 degrees north of east, or east 50 degrees north. We know that the velocity of Vsy has to be 45 degrees, or northwest 45 degrees. Okay. So we have 4 pieces of information out of 6. This means we're able to do this question. Okay. So what we're looking at doing is constructing a triangle. So we're going to start off with the ones that we know the direction of. We know that Vs has to go somewhere up in this direction here. So what I recommend we do is this. We say that Vs is going up some direction here. Now we could be wrong about this. It could be over this way, but let's just set it this way, and the maths will tell us if we're right or wrong. And then Vsy we'll do. So we'll do Vs, and then we'll do Vy. I'll do Vs and Vy. Vs and Vy. So Vy goes this way. And finally we have Vsy, which goes in a northwest direction up this way here. So we'll just make this longer. Now, if we were to draw this out, this here is Vs, this here is Vsy, and this direction here is Vy, and that's our triangle constructed. Okay. Now, what we can do here is that we know that this is 20. We know that this angle here is 50. We know that this angle here is 45 degrees. We know that this is an alternate angle. If we just shade in this part here, we can see a bit of an alternate angle. If I do here to here to here back out, that's an alternate angle. So therefore I can say that this is 50 degrees here. And this being 50, so 45 plus 50 will give me 95. So we know that this here is 95. And then just looking to find out more angles here. So we have a 50 degree angle on the outside, we have 95 on the inside, and we know that the velocity of the yacht is 5. So we have enough to start our question here. Now we reread the question: the direction of the speedboat, one direction only. Okay, the speedboat must take in order to intercept the yacht. So what way must it intercept the yacht? So what we're going to do is the sine rule. We're going to have sine. We need to find out angle x here. So we say that sine x over 5 equals sine 95 over 20. X therefore is going to be sine inverse 5 sine 95 all over 20. Basically when you cross multiply up to 5, ends up here, and then you're going to sine inverse it. So sine inverse 5 sine 95 divided by 20, and we get is 14.42. So this is 14.42. Now we have to rule out the second answer. So what's 180 minus 14.42? And what we would have got for that would be 165.58, and we know it's too big because it's combined with the 95 which is here, and that would make it above 180 degrees, which rules it out. Okay, so what we have here is 14.42. And now we can take both of them away from 180 and figure out what the third angle is. And when we put that in, we find out that the third angle is 70.58. Now, what we're looking at is the direction of the speedboat must take to intercept the yacht. So what is the direction of the speedboat? The direction of the speedboat relates to this angle here, angle x. Now we have enough for this already. It's going to be 180 minus 70.58 minus 50. So what we're looking at here is 59.42. So x here is 59.42. So what direction did the speedboat went in? It went in west 59.42 degrees north. Okay. Now, next question is, how long does the journey take? Well, we're 5 kilometers away, or 5,000 meters away to begin with. So the time taken equals distance divided by, now remember, the distance has to be divided by the velocity of phi sy, because phi sy is the velocity of the speed relative to velocity of the speedboat relative to the yacht, is what actually happens when we hold this speedboat stationary. It has to cover 5,000 meters relative to each other. So what we're going to do is find out what phi sy is. So phi sy is this side here. So we're going to use a sine rule. So to find the sine rule, what we're going to get is phi sy divided by sine 70.58 equals sine 95, or 20 over sine 95. So put phi sy equals, or the magnitude of phi sy equals 20 sine 70.58 divided by sine 95, and at 9.595. What we get here is 20 sine 70.58 divided by sine 95, and we get 18.93. So phi sy equals 18.93, and this 18.93 has to divide into the 5,000 divided by 18.93, and what we get here is a time of 264 seconds. So 264.13 seconds. Let's have another look at this. So this 5,000 divided by 18.934, and that will give us 264 seconds. Okay, and that's our answer. How long does the journey take? Done.